Well, we called it years ago. Now it's finally here. The longest running scoop we've ever had, the NCU, coming to fruition. Starfox now appearing in Mario Galaxy trailers, and it turns out we just might have, little doubt, a Super Smash Bros. Movie, Avengers style, is in the cards for a future not so far away. Wahoo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the warp pipe that brings you down into the world of WDW Pro, where we know what's happening, headlines today for tomorrow's world. As we dive in, click the like button, and let's twirl and whirl right on over to what's happening in Nintendo. When it comes down to it, folks, a cinematic universe marveling and rivaling Marvel Universe just might be on the way. Folks, we told you the NCU was on the way. It's just taken a lot of days to get there, but now Geeks and Gamers reporting Fox McCloud joins the Super Mario Galaxy movie, first non-Mario character revealed. There could be more, and there could be a secret villain. Hang tight, folks. Let's talk about it. Smash Bros. On the way. You know, that might be okay with us. Alex Gurzo, the author here, says now that he's flying through space, Mario may be getting ready to do a barrel roll, as it was just announced that Fox McCloud will appear in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. The movie's official X account made the announcement in a post that shows Fox McCloud, the hero of the Starfox video game series, striking a pose on a poster with one foot on a toolbox as he prepares to go into battle, his R-Wing behind him. This is the first time a non-Mario character was announced for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but Fox's appearance suggests more could be on the way. There he is. Let's see if we can get a full screen attempt on this one so we can see his face. And 3, 2, 1, we can. Take a look at that, folks. There is Fox McCloud. Now, it was years ago that we said that the effort was underway to try to get many of these IPs off the ground into cinematic form so that they could do an Avengers-style Super Smash Brothers movie. That kind of got mucked up a little bit by the live-action Zelda film. I don't want to go into exactly why that didn't go the way some studios thought it was going to. But maybe now the NCU is back on track. Marv, you're following this breaking news. Tell us a little bit about it. What do you know?
I am actually really upset at this news because I'm like, why would you spoil this with a week to go?
You want
like what? This would have been the
famous Marv?
This would have been the biggest audience pop this side of Andrew Garfield coming through that portal in Spider-Man if he just showed up and nobody knew he was going to be there. This was, you know, this is a huge thing. And I got to think in a post-Zootopia world, Illumination is like, yup, we have got to get a Star Fox movie going. We got to get Zootopia in space.
Wait a minute, Marv. What if, I'm not saying this is true. I don't have any special info on this. What if the Star Fox thing is the lesser of other characters that are also going to appear, and they're trying to...
That's already been spoiled. We already know.
Okay, I'm just suggesting.
That other one has already been spoiled, and I won't spoil it here, but some UK movie theater had already spoiled that. But look, I think it's great. I think Nintendo has got such a deep well of characters, and Star Fox is probably up there in my top 3 of all time. So I am very, very excited at the prospect of a Star Fox movie, of actually, and then, you know, possibly a Smash Brothers movie in the future. Unfortunately, the problem with the Smash Brothers movie is you can't really do it correctly because they don't own Pokemon, they don't own Zelda, and they don't own Sonic. So it would be really hard to do a Smash Brothers movie the way it's supposed to be done.
Oh, I think Sega would be more than happy to join in with.
I don't think Paramount would.
You know, hope springs eternal. Spidey's with Disney, right? Hey, Christian, give us the good, bad, and ugly of this idea of Nintendo now doing a full-blown cinematic roster. We might get a lot of movies out there, but it might take forever for Nintendo. What's your feeling on this one as we see this crossover stuff?
Well, 2 quick thoughts. You know, the MCU, you know, I think we took it for granted how well they rolled out their universe and how seamless it was, and the casting was perfect and everything. And now they're struggling mightily. So it ain't easy to do all these things. But I think Marv is right as far as this would have been a great surprise. And this is a franchise at its earliest incarnation where all the goodwill is there. It's going to do big box office. You don't need to do this move now. So I think it's a miscue for sure.
I think in looking at all of this, you know, there's some comments out there about, oh, well, Pokemon won't work. And I think, Marv, you said that there would be some issues in getting Pokemon in here. I mean, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company and Game Freak have an incredible relationship. And if the guys at Nintendo say, we want Pikachu, we want any Pokemon to appear in this, if they've already had Ryan Reynolds do a Pokemon movie, I think it would.
Because that's Warner Brothers, or is that Warner Brothers? I think Detective Pikachu. Because
I think
they own the Pokemon movie rights at that point.
Well, and I don't know if it's full exclusivity. I think these are things that people are willing to sign off on. Bowser appeared in a Disney movie. Sonic appeared in the same movie. I'm talking about Wreck-It Ralph. I think it's a matter of malleability. And there's there's 3 million different Pokemon. I'm sure they can get a couple of the ones that are on the Smash Brothers roster in one of these movies. But looking at this, I really think that the big surprise is going to be and
remember when I said I wasn't going to spoil what what the other thing was?
Jonas, we're gonna have a talk about this in the afterwards.
All right. Well, I said I think it's going to be, or did I say it is definitely going to be? The thing that I think that they are going to do to try to get as many memes as possible out of it, and this is speculation on my part, is Gen A gold as far as memes go. He's your chicken jockey character in all of this because he's weird. He shouldn't exist, and he has negative personality. He's just kind of there. So I think he's the one that they're going to put into this film that is a big surprise, and it'll be all of the things. I don't know how much Starfox is going to have to do with the plot of this film, but
I think it's gonna be a cameo at best.
Yeah, I think the hype that they get from having Starfox a full week ahead of the release here. By the way, when they say it's premiering on Wednesday, there's midnight shows on Tuesday, and my kids are already bothering me to find out when we're going to go and see this movie. And I've got to make the decision of, well, church starts at this point. We get out of school at this point. Like, this is, and AMC is offering a deal right now, no promo from AMC, for like $1 for the first month of A-List if you sign up for 3 months. So, I mean, I think this is the kind of movie that they really want to have a return to theaters. They want people excited to go back to the theaters. And so more than Disney returning to form, more than Avengers Doomsday or whatever movie you want to put up there, this is the kind of thing that gets butts in seats so it's important for the entire movie industry that they get as many people excited about this as possible, because this is the very definition of cross-generational appeal.
Well, especially I think because while we're saying comic book movies have hit the wall, they're on their way out, video game movies are what's coming in to replace it. We have entered the era of the video game adaptation. Mario kind of set that in motion, and we're seeing it more and more. Sonic as well. I mean, those are viable franchises now. So Hollywood is going to try to milk every video game property it can, and Nintendo is poised to be the biggest name in that because they'll be family films.
Yeah, the last time Deadline reported on this said 160 was the tracking for the opening. We've heard from somebody over at AMC. They're now expecting maybe 185 for the 5-day. I think that's definitely doable. So we shall see. And still, I think there are going to be some who say that's not a win because they're claiming that it may not match the first movie. But if we get more rollouts of these characters, I think there is no ceiling for this film that I see so far.
I mean, Kirby, Ness, Samus. This is not me saying what's in the film, even though you guys said that I'm saying for sure that it's going to.
It's too late for you, Jonas. It's too late.
We'll bleep it on the clip. But there are so many franchises that they can test the water on for here. And if they actually wanted to do 5 different franchises off of this, I don't think they should, but they could go through and launch all these different franchises. We're still waiting on a Donkey Kong movie. As annoying as annoying as it is that Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong right now, that is still a movie that I would be obligated to go see and probably would enjoy it. Exactly.
I would love a Donkey Kong movie if it wasn't for the fact that he's Donkey Kong.
Yeah. So we'll do a Diddy Kong movie instead. Nat, your thoughts on this reveal and the growing, I guess, let me say this. So Nintendo is getting ready to roll out all these princesses. They've got Princess Peach. They've got Rosalina. They've got Daisy. They have Marv, I forgot this one the other day too. Who's the princess that's in the New York City ripoff for Mario Odyssey?
She's not a princess. Pauline. She's a mayor, but that's Pauline.
Oh, she's still a princess to me.
It's Mario's first girlfriend as far as the games go, Pauline. And if I was Peach, I'd be watching out. I'm just saying.
Nat, when we look at all of these characters that are rolling out, Nintendo really could take on Disney in a lot of ways for IP and for toy space in the big retail stores.
True, we've already kind of seen the attractions at Epic Universe, for example, and in Tokyo, and that was getting a lot more interest than even Disney in some cases. But with all and making it into a cinematic universe, at least they know the pitfalls, hopefully by now, seeing what happened with Marvel and Lucasfilm and etc. But I'm still worried of them trying to extend it way too far and way too fast. And people maybe still having fatigue just in general of universes and continued stories that never end.
Well, let's talk about that with Chuck then. Chuck, we've watched Marvel do that and to great success, and others may want to try it and get their own Avengers-style cycle going. Do you think Nintendo is the kind of company that can guide Hollywood along and do it successfully?
Well, I mean, the stories I've heard about Nintendo is they have a lot of control here. And they know exactly what they want, and they understand their characters, and they understand what their audience wants. And it's a rarity these days. And they want to deliver what their fans want. And they've struck gold here. You've got a kid's movie, essentially, that dad doesn't mind taking the kids to see. And that's always a winner. Plus, you have a movie that people are going to want to go back to see again in the theater. And that's what makes a blockbuster. And, you know, this is great as long as they don't mess it up. But I don't ever see Nintendo taking a wrong step on any of this stuff.
Yeah, it's few and far between that Nintendo screws something up. And when they do, they learn. I mean, they really do learn from it.
Nintendo makes very few creative missteps. The missteps that Nintendo makes are typically financial. In what they try to charge people and the business tactics they attempt to use, but creatively, man, they know exactly what they're doing. They know who they're doing it for, and they very rarely miss with that.
Well said, folks. We'll keep an eye on it. The NCU taking shape, just as we predicted for you. Oh gosh, 3 years ago. Some of the earliest videos covering what the plans were. I'm ready for Little Mac. Bring on Little Mac, and who knows who might be his trainer. The Hollyweirds don't understand how it is we do what we do, bringing you video after video every single day of the utmost highest excellence and quality. But folks, we do it because of you. We appreciate you. You are seen and heard here on the Pro Channel. Make your voices heard, folks, by doing one last thing before we say goodbye for a short time. Consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and you know what? That notification bell, click it and stick it to the algorithms. Also, drop a comment down below and let us know your thoughts. And don't forget, folks, we've got even more content on the way. If you'd like to become a member, it's just the price of a soda per month, and you'll gain access to all kinds of exclusive content beyond what the public sees, including archival footage of the Pro Show that goes away after just a few days from its public release. Folks, we hope we get the honor of spending time with you again soon, and until then, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.